This is Kim out of New York. Homelessness. Yeah, I know what homelessness felt like. Some years ago, I went to like 3, 4 different shelters. Been kicked out every single one of them back then. You know, there was always either a fight or some nonsense going on. But I wound up getting kicked out, me and my son. It was what it was. So, in being homeless, I went through a lot, but I always maintained a job at that time. But it was very difficult. But when you targeted, and I had no idea at that time I was targeted. So I was going through a lot. But I think if you're lucky enough to know that you targeted, you know you have to move in a different way. You know that being targeted, they're going to come with some simple nonsense to you. You already know to expect it. And if they don't, you can consider that a good day. But I did wound up in a shelter, and it was a decent one after, like my 4th one. You got to go 3 or 4 times. So, I had to go about 3 or 4 different times. And then sometime I would have to take a break from the shelter system and go back home, because I just needed a break, and then I get back out there. But being targeted and homeless, I was like, I had to find a way to balance my money, and I had to just, it was just one of those experiences, me not knowing I was targeted, and once I decided to actually move, I said, I don't know what was going on. That's what I said to myself. I don't know what all that was about. But I said, I'm not going to ever try to get myself in this predicament, But then I noticed it was so difficult because of the targeting, where the targeting is what led to the whole experience of having a hard time finding a place before I even got homeless. Because mainly I was working, I was able to afford a place to move to. I wanted to move out of my mom's house because basically I was, getting older, needed my own space, and I felt it wasn't fair to her. She needed her, her space. She just didn't know she needed her space. She was a good mom. Anyway, so I ventured out, but I wound up homeless once I couldn't pay my rent, and I didn't want to ask for help. Sometimes we get in our ego. But that was then. Now is now. You homeless, you found out you're targeted. Just, you know how they gonna come at you negatively. So what you gotta try to do is like I did at the ending of my homelessness. I stayed humble, and I was humble and didn't even know I was targeted. So the bottom line, if you know you targeted and you homeless, stay humble, get what you got to get on out that situation, get on out that street. Don't let them toss you out your crib, and don't let them toss you out the shelter until you get what you came for, which is an apartment, a home, and a safe place to live. Kim out of New York. Peace.